Hi everyone, very warm welcome. Ashish Kyal here. Great to see every one of you over here right now. And what a day, what a week it had been. And I'm sure you are looking at markets and trying to make sense out of what is happening. Suddenly, what changed that Nifty moved sharply lower. And it's going to be a very interesting journey because I'm going to right now, this webinar, I'm going to talk about the markets, of course. क्योंकि निफ्टी के बारे में बात करने के बिना हो नहीं सकता कुछ आगे and I'm also going to talk about a little more in detail about the Master of Waves program which we are having tomorrow and day after tomorrow. लेकिन उसके पहले बहुत ही क्विक अनाउंसमेंट हमारा एक प्री सेशन है which is going to be today at 5 o'clock and that pre session is happening for all the participants of the Master of Waves which is tomorrow and day after. So I'm really excited to talk about that. I've been working on the presentations, PPTs and everything. I'm sure you are also equally excited to be knowing about this in much detail. तो चलते हैं मार्केट को थोड़ा सा समझते हैं कि what is happening in the markets, what's up and why we are crashing. Overall, if you look at and why Neowave, why we want to combine Neowave, what is Neowave, why we combine Neowave with time cycle and all of those aspects and कैसे मार्केट को देखना चाहिए क्या करना चाहिए so थोड़ा डिटेल में समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. See, if you are looking at any studies, whether you are looking at when you look at technical analysis studies, when you're looking at any kind of patterns or any kind of application like moving average or any such thing, the problem is if you are focusing too much on the indicators, you are not buying an indicator, you are not selling an indicator, but what you are buying and selling is price. तो हमें जो मेथड्स को फोकस करना चाहिए वो प्राइस है. प्राइस फोकस्ड कौन सा टेक्निक्स होता है? प्राइस फोकस्ड होता है कैंडलस्टिक. प्राइस फोकस्ड होता है if you are looking at Neowave or Elliottwave methods which are purely price focused. If you're looking at Ichimoku Cloud, it is to a lot of extent price focused. I know it's a derivative, but it's not unlike moving average. Moving average is delayed indicator because वो average लेता है price का. That's the problem. Ichimoku Cloud does not take moving average. It takes a very different approach. And Ichimoku Cloud, in fact, uses the concept of time. Why it uses the concept of time? I'll tell you. See, when you look at time cycles, there are certain concepts known as FLDs and future line of demarcations and all of those subjects, which is a part of time cycle. When you are buying a stock or buying an index or buying an option, you are essentially buying both the price and the time, or you are selling both price and the time. तो हमारा फोकस प्राइस फोकस्ड होना चाहिए और टाइम फोकस्ड भी होना चाहिए. Majority of the people are focusing only on the prices, not on the time, or they focus only on the time and not on the price. That's the problem. I say that you club both of those techniques together. Rather, time use करने वाले लोग तो बहुत ही कम है जो टाइम को यूज करते हैं और समझते ठीक तरीके से कैसे यूज करना है. Now, when I say that the studies of wave theory we combine with Ichimoku Cloud and time cycle, what does it mean? Elliottwave essentially is a very fantastic way which tells you how much the markets can move from here, how much it has, what is the probable direction and what is the area of reversal. And if we get that area of reversal, that is what Elliottwave tells. But the problem with pure Elliottwave practicing, I've been practicing purely Elliottwave for many years. I practice that. The challenge is the number of probable scenarios are high, which means subjectivity ज़्यादा रहती है हम अगर Elliottwave को purely use करते हैं. When you combine that with Neowave, when you look at Neowave practice, you will understand that the number of scenarios reduces sharply. So I'll give you a classic example. In our latest mentorship batch, we have been discussing about the current state of the market from wave perspective and how it is looking like. We have been talking about that as per the Neowave pattern. I'm sure many mentees are here who might want to pitch for that. As per the Neowave pattern, we are in a terminal impulse. Terminal impulse होता है जहाँ drifting behavior है upside पे and it is overlapping. There are certain rules to that. Because of the terminal behavior, whenever that pattern will complete, we will see a sharp and a sudden sell-off towards the level from where it started. And today was a classic such example that you saw the completion of terminal pattern. Yesterday was the time, in the last 10 minutes, in the last 5 minutes was the time where you got a very, very clear indication that there is a possibility of a start of a downtrend and the upward move is complete. But वो जो मौका था वो लास्ट के 5 से 10 मिनट में मिला. Now, in that last 5 to 10 minutes, that was the opportunity that we got. Post that, we can see a gap down happening today, attempt to show a pullback and continue to sell off. In that attempt to pull back, many bulls would have been trapped. Why? Because in the past, if you check, every time there is a gap down, the pullback, the first hour candle forms a green and then there is a huge rally. But today was the candle when it showed a temporary pullback and the downward pressure continued to intensify. In fact, we also discussed in that in the Telegram that 17,500, even on my Twitter, if you are following me on Twitter, do ensure you do that. 17,500 का जो put option है was not increasing. Even when Nifty was around 18,000, 17,500 put sellers were not increasing. And that was a sign of concern. And I highlighted that in my tweet. I mentioned it to the mentees. 17,500 का put पे rise नहीं हो रहा है, which remains concerning. And as per that, that is the wave personality. This is known as wave personality. Now, as per a typical fifth wave terminal pattern, the personality suggested this is how it should behave. We will start seeing divergence, which we saw even on the daily time frame, even on an hourly time frame. You go down a smaller time frame, you will start seeing divergences. That's the personality of a wave. Now we see a divergence. Post the break of the trend line, you get a confirmation. And then the target you get it, the start of the wedge pattern. Now that itself completely forms a system of trading. And that is possible when you use Neowave. So this time it was indicated that the overall jo up move hai, despite of the euphoria, we have been able to catch the tops at 18,600. Later again, when Nifty was falling and showed a pullback towards down 18,400, we were able to catch that top. Again, it went towards 18,100, we catch a top. And again, this time, I've been saying that yahan par ye terminal pattern complete hoga. In fact, the range which I gave yesterday on my Twitter handle was 18,100 on the upside, 17,900. I even mentioned since we closing that below 7,900, selling can intensify. So ये जो चीज मैंने combine की है, this is purely on the basis of Neowave combined along with my time studies plus Ichimoku Cloud. Ichimoku Cloud, as I said, is a fantastic study. Now, why we want to combine these things? Can't we use Neowave in isolation as a complete trading system? Yes, you can. Why not? You can definitely use that. But what is the harm if you combine it with one, aspect of time, and as a signal you combine with Ichimoku, because that will give you a clarity. कल जो हमारा session होने वाला है 17-18th को, which is tomorrow and day after on Master of Waves, we will use this Ichimoku Cloud as a method. We will use it as a method to do a wave count. I call it as a cheat code that will help you to do the counting of your chart extremely easy. And साथ में अगर हम Neowave के जो rules apply करेंगे, it's going to be fantastic. And you can clearly witness, I'm sure mentees are clearly witnessing here, very, very simply how इस technique को हमने combine करके देखा कि यहाँ पर pattern complete होना चाहिए, basis of the fifth that was going on. And that's how you can do that. But हमेशा are we going to get that opportunity to enter? You have to anticipate at times. So for example, अगर आपने कल anticipate किया होता कि आज downward trend है before the support breaks, you can make money. लेकिन gaps के कारण मौका नहीं मिलता है. So right now, since we are looking at the wave pattern, अगर आप हमारी ऐसी feeling, many of you might be feeling that I missed out, I should have gone short, I should have done this, I should have done that. चलो short नहीं किया तो अभी buy करके पैसा कमा. That's the feeling, right? But if you have a GPS of the market, which I call as Neowave, that GPS tells you the trend on the top is possibly formed. If that is the case, as long as 18K is intact, it's a sell on rise market now, no longer a buy on dips. Now, if that is the case, we will see on Monday if we get a pullback. In that pullback, we know the fall that we got right now is only wave 1 or A. यहाँ से जो pullback आएगा वो wave 2 होगा या wave B होगा. Now, if wave 2 takes more time than 1, you know which pattern it is forming. Not 2, I would say a pullback takes more time than the fall. We for sure know it is forming either a zigzag or we are going to start a third of the wave on the downside. That's the power of Neowave. It tells you the time, plus it tells you what to expect next. The power of wave theory comes not when you are trending already. It comes when you expect it to start a move. Just that. When you get that candle confirmation along with wave theory, that's the point when you have to pull the trigger. That is how you have to do it. And it works wonderfully well. I mean, I'm telling you, if you are looking at, I have practiced most of the studies, most of the techniques, but the accuracy that I have got has been only because of two techniques. One is because of wave theory, and the second is because of time cycles. And both of these techniques, we are going to do it for tomorrow and day after. So don't worry on that. For intraday, is it effective? It is powerful tool. You want to use it for 5-minute scalping, or you want to do it for 60 minutes trading, or you want to do it for daily trading. It's completely up to you. It works very, very powerfully, and you have to use that very clearly. How much upside into third waves? Upside or downside? I'm talking about third wave, possibly down, not on the upside. Now, वो सब चीजें डिस्कस करने के लिए you need to understand the concept of wave theory. So, बहुत कुछ चीज आप कर सकते हो, but ये बहुत ही powerful technique है, and this technique works like awesome. So let me just share across a very quick chart and give you a very quick example on what I'm talking about. Do you want to see the chart? Just let me know so I can share across the chart right now. Very quickly, यहाँ पर एक chart है. I'm just sharing it across with each of you. You can see this was a B wave done, 1, 2, the third on the top side, the fourth wave which went here, and this was fifth wave. The fifth wave completion confirmation was ideally around the zone which was here. Okay, basis of certain techniques and methods, which was around here, which is the break of the 2-4 trend line, which is this level. But you have to anticipate. So कल लास्ट के 5 मिनट में जब ये लेवल ब्रीच हुआ, तभी हमने एंटिसिपेट किया यहाँ से नीचे ट्रेंड जाएगा, and that's how it works. So this is just the start, and it should go towards the level where the pattern started. So minimum जो target था वो ये level था, and look at how fantastic it worked. A B C wave में complete हुआ, C का जो completion था वो terminal pattern था, 5 wave complete okay, the target level was bang on this, which is the low made by Nifty here. From here, now we will combine with Ichimoku Cloud to get that pullback on the upside, which will give us the opportunity to re-enter on the sell side. So people who have the feeling that they are missing out on the trend, don't worry. I'm going to share across this amazing scientific way of trading, which is going to be simply fantastic. Are you with me? In fact, अगर आप ये चीज को सीखेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा this works like magic. So आज मैं ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लूंगा आप लोगों के साथ. It's a fantastic study. You can simply get this method with you, start practicing it, and anyone can do it. I'm going to break it down very easily. The reason I'm not going to spend much time right now is because we have a pre-session for the Master of Waves, which is going to start in just some time. And I need to have certain things ready before I do that. Any questions, please, I'm more than happy to answer if you have any questions, but I will tell you to be very honest, it's fantastic. You should get handled about this Master of Waves theory, the Neowave that we say, we talk about. Manju Shrestha is saying unbelievable target. In fact, at CNBC pe main tha live. Go and check my video on YouTube. And guys, thank you very much, the YouTube audience who are watching me on YouTube as well. Thank you for being here with me, crossing that 30,000 mark. I'm glad, and thanks a lot for doing that. Ensure you are subscribing and liking the channel. And people who are here with me on Zoom, I'm going to take a very quick poll with you all. Do you really want to be a part of this wonderful journey? Master of Wave session. So here is a quick poll, and I'm just asking you very, very quickly if which path. This is the Master of Wave starting tomorrow. Just a very quick update. It's starting at 10 a.m. 10 to 4. कल और परसों होगा. उसके around हफ्ते भर या 10 days के बाद में we are going to have a follow-up session. Whatever learnings you have to post it across along with your chart on the certain ways I am going to tell you it across. So don't really bother how you are going to learn and how it has to happen. Ichimoku is complicated. Oh, wow. I think you have not seen it the way it functions. Ichimoku is the fantastic study, which is the most simplest way in which you need to know how to apply it correctly. बहुत ही सिंपल है, बहुत इजी है, लेकिन आपको सही तरीके से अप्लाई करना आना चाहिए. Then you will be able to trade using Ichimoku Cloud. And people who are still sitting on the sidelines, we have a few seats right now. Before we start at 5, the link will be shared across by my colleague. Use that as an opportunity to get on board for this program of Master of Waves. क्योंकि अगर आप सोच रहे कि मार्केट को देखना पता चल गया है और आपने जीपीएस ऑफ द मार्केट को ही नहीं समझा, तो क्या मजा है. Okay, so very clearly it is important that you get these techniques simply, easily, and it's easy. See, application takes little time. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not going to say कि ये आप आज करो और कल प्रैक्टिस करके आप कल का कल मास्टर ऑफ वेव्स हो जाओ. नहीं, application will take time, and it's going to be, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be helping you with everything that you might want to know. इसके साथ में you will also get a recording so that you will be able to look at it, come up with your queries, doubts. We are going to do it together. But कुछ भी सीखना है तो ये चीज सीखना नहीं भूलना है आपको. Okay, Purav Joshi saying cannot wait for tomorrow. Aditya, if you are new to channel, ensure you are subscribing there. Is there any prerequisite? No prerequisite required. You just have to come, ensure you are joining me and attending that pre-session which is happening. So just ensure that. Manju is saying, I'm joining your mentorship program. Okay, Manju, great to know that. Glad to know that. You are there for the OTTA also. Fantastic. So I'm ending the poll right now. It is really great, guys. It's a paid webinar. So kal jo hum karne wale, it's not a free webinar. Here is the link which I have shared across. It's a paid one for 2 days. Pre-session aaj shuru hone wala hai, which is at 5 o'clock. So ensure whoever is the mentee, we have allowed all the past mentees to be there at 5 today, not for tomorrow. For tomorrow, we have the existing mentorship batch and the Master of Waves participant only. And tomorrow and day after 10 to 4 is the program. So आज अगर आपको link नहीं मिला है, so simply contact us on 99204 22202 and you will be set for all of those access. Great, guys. So it's really wonderful. We will do the GPS of the market. I just want to know, Master of Wave participants, are you excited along with me to learn this wonderful technique of Neowave and how Neowave is going to change the way you see the markets combined with Herstein cycles plus Ichimoku Cloud, which is starting today at 5 p.m. Are you excited? Very much. I can clearly see so many of you are excited here on the Zoom platform. Nagesh, Pradeep, Satya, great to have you. Suresh, Venkat, fantastic, guys. And so please be there on time. I'm going to teach this technique in a very simplistic fashion, in a very easy way. And it's going to be simply wonderful. So looking forward to speak that, and nothing required. You just have to come with an open mind. Suresh, you don't worry. There are many people who are here for the first time. They don't know how to approach this subject. मैं simple way में break down करूँगा. What I ask from you is a complete attention when we are doing it. Complete focused attention is what is required. And markets are starting a trend again. And this time it can be a bigger trend. Okay. We have talked about Nifty Crash. Again, today there is a crash. How we are able to do and capture those tops time and again is basis of the techniques which I'm going to share across. So मेरी जो lifelong journey की experience है, I'm going to share those across with you all. कैसे देखना है, वेव थ्योरी को कैसे समझना है, कैसे स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट सिलेक्ट करना है, वेव को कहाँ से शुरुआत करनी है, कहाँ खत्म करना है. So Neowave gives you a lot of objectivity over Elliottwave. So it is going to be there, and pre-session is at 5 today itself. So whoever is there, ensure you are getting on board before that, and you are going to be having a wonderful time. Great, guys. I think I've answered most of the questions. The details about that you will get Deepak Mehtani. You will get all the details on the link which I have shared across. Is the tomorrow programs available for recording in case unable to attend? Yes, of course. So कल आप attend करो या ना करो, आपको recording भी दी जाएगी, so that you can go through that program, Mr. Singh. You don't really have to worry about it. Short-term market view, long-term view, all of those things we are going to do that. आज 5 बजे we will start our journey on wave theory, which is going to be, I'm going to explain short-term outlook, wave pattern. Along with that, आप खुद से stocks के ऊपर commodities पे कैसे derive कर सकते हैं. We are going to do all of those things. I've been working along on my presentation, along on my charts. I'll share across everything and anything that I know so far. So be there. Thank you very much, guys. I think I have answered all of your questions. Not a single hourly candle has closed above the previous yesterday high. And yes, I know that. Thank you, Pankaj. Have a wonderful day. See you soon. I'm ending the poll. If you have been there, use the link to be a part of this session. The link is shared across by, I'm just sharing it across over here. So use this link to be a part of this session and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Ashish Kyal signing off. See you at 5 in just about 35 minutes. Thanks a lot.